Okay, I think I got it. Sorry. You'd think I know how to do this, but I think I'm good to go now. Let me know if you guys can hear me now, and everything should be okay. Um, it's funny because my computer screen had a little glitch on it, so I couldn't see where it was saying it was muted. And hopefully it's fixed now. So audio good, awesome guys, appreciate you. Um, okay, so hello everyone, appreciate you guys jumping in here and everything. I just kind of wanted to do a follow-up video to the video that about 8,000 people plus have watched about my experience with Whatnot and with them and some of the questions that came up. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to put them in the comments, with a question mark so I can see them. But I just kind of wanted to do a follow-up with what's in the future and what is going forward with myself and Whatnot. And I'll be totally honest. I think it's best if we part ways. I don't have plans to uh, do any more business with them. I have no ill will towards them. It was a learning experience for me. Um, Things didn't go the way I anticipated. It's fine. And you know what? I'm not letting that slow me down. So, I mean, I want to just tell everyone at Whatnot, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate you guys what you did for the Bueller bus for the year. But going forward, I think I'm going to decide to go a different direction. And to all my friends that are on Whatnot and all the shops that I met that are on Whatnot, I want to wish them good luck and hopefully they're able to continue their success. And I'm not the type of guy to hold a grudge or get pissed off. I mean, I was a little emotional at first, but I also am the type of guy to where I'm not going to let that just fester. I want to move on. I want to go forward. I don't want to think about the past. It's not worth my time. It's not worth, the, it's not worth your time either. I do want to say thank you to everyone who watched the video and shared their opinions. I'm trying to get to all the comments. There's like 500 comments on that video. I'm going to get to them all and respond. Um, and but seriously, it's for a year under contract with Whatnot. It was good. I got to go to a lot of different places. Last year was one of my favorite years, except for obviously, and I've talked about this, the friends and family that we've lost in the comic book community. It's kind of sad, but it's over and it's time to move on. So I mean, it is what it is. When I get back in Portland in the middle of February, I do plan on removing the parts on the bus that have the Whatnot logo on there. I should be back in Portland sometime next month. It's not hard to do. It just a heat gun and some time and effort and stuff, and you can take those off. I have talked to other sponsors who are interested in being a part of the bus. My current sponsors as well. They want to have a more of a presence on the bus, so I might be able to, add some logos to the bus and stuff like that, and keep on rolling. Because the bus was, like I said before, the bus was a plan before Whatnot. Whatnot jumped on there and was able to make things a little easier for me. But you know what? That time has come and gone, and the bus is still going to keep on going. It doesn't require Whatnot to keep the bus going. It just requires you guys, the community, to that support me doing my travels, and you guys have always supported me, and that's all it takes. So I mean, I'm not going to stress out about not having that sponsor on board. They got their own business to worry about. I got mine own to worry about. And it is what it is. Like I said, no ill will. It's said and done. I said my piece. I've talked to, been on a couple shows where we've talked about it, and I've been on some shows with some people that maybe are a little bit harsher on Whatnot. That's fine. They have every right to be if that's what they want to do. Doesn't mean I see it exactly the same way. We're all individuals, so it is what it is. I live and learn on the next contracts I sign. Make sure to get those looked at. Make sure everything is up to speed and everything. It was a learning process, so I don't have any problem. I don't want people to think like this is you know Bueller's pissed off or it's not going to happen anymore or something like that. It was just a little bump in the road, no big deal, and we just keep on moving on. So living my best life in 2023, going across the country, going to all these comic shops, meeting great people on the way, seeing lots of things. That's what it's all about. And just enjoying myself. And honestly, I want to tell you guys this year to me is this is a little off subject, but I'm really trying to get myself in shape this year. I really want to take care of myself and be at the best physical condition I could possibly be by the end of the year. It's really important to me. We lost so many people last year. It really hit me hard, and I really want to focus on my personal health and keep on going. That's why this whatnot thing is just a little blip for me, because that's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on taking care of myself, getting in shape, being able to enjoy the places I go, being able to hang out with the people I go to hang out with, going on walks with my daughter, stuff like that. That's what's important to me. All the other stuff is just noise, and it is what it is. But seriously, I want to ask you guys if you have any questions. Now is the time. I know I said that a little bit earlier, and there's been a lot of people in the chat. There's 7 people watching right now. Thank you so much. I got some really cool books I got from Bird City Comics when I went there in Phoenix. And they had me over. They're one of my sponsors. They had me over for dinner, and they pretty much put together a couple care packages for me for these great exclusives that they have. I want to share this with you. Let's see here. So any questions in here? Let me take a look. Someone with a wrench needs to kick Vincent. I don't know who Vincent is. We want you around. Thank you, Two Gun. I'm gonna be around a long time, buddy. I'm not coughing anymore. Yeah, that has a lot to do with the weight loss. I've lost about 30 pounds, and I've been exercising. That doesn't. I'm gonna start coughing now. I'm talking about. He just jinxed me, man. But oh well. Well, I'd be documenting my fitness. I thought about doing something in on Instagram, and I want to get people motivated to kind of follow on Instagram. I do our walks and stuff like that. People want to jump on board. I really want to do something there, and I did take a before picture. I don't want to share that with you guys right now. I'll share that with you at the end of the year with the after picture. So, Nomad Nightwalker said I should invest in space money. Well, okay, I will do that. That's a good friend of mine there. Everyone in here, greetings community, awesome. But yeah, I just like, if you have any questions about the whatnot, I'm an open book. You guys are my number one priority. I don't care about you guys are the ones I answer to. I don't answer to anyone else. I don't care what is said, how much money is involved, if it's a corporate entity or whatnot. It doesn't matter. That's not part of my life anymore. I was in that life before. That's not me anymore. I answer to my audience. My audience is my number one responsibility, not a business that wants to do something. It doesn't matter what it is. I will always do what's best for my audience. Sponsored by Bitcoin. There you go. Looking healthy. Thanks, author. I've been walking about 3 miles a day. I don't drink any pop anymore. I watch my diet. Take my vitamins. Did Whatnot try to reconcile the relationship after your video dropped? We did have a conversation afterwards. After that conversation, they still said that there's a possibility we could work together in February, and that was actually the what they said to me last time as well. But after that conversation, I came to the came to the conclusion that I no longer want to work with them. I think it's better if we just part ways, go our separate ways. They do what they do. I do what I do. It's 2 different things. And this is Bob asked me this question. Bob is a good friend of mine. Bob, my close friends, my really good close friends, meaning like my Portland comic crew guys, they know that this is a conversation I've had with them for almost day one since I signed with Whatnot. I was like, maybe it might not work out. And it did the time for the 12 years. We both did what we were supposed to do. They fulfilled everything in their contract, so I thank them for doing that. little rough around the edges, but that's fine. I'm not a like a edgy guy that gets all upset and stuff like that. I can work with them, and that's it. It's 12 months is over. The interest isn't there like it was before as far as following up, and that's fine. I accept it, and just time to move on. So it's not good luck with them. They have an app that people enjoy using, and a lot of people have been able to make a lot of money on the app. A lot of stores have made a lot of money on the app, which has helped keep their doors open. I'm very thankful for that because I've talked to stores firsthand. Without having this platform on Whatnot to do this, they probably would have shut their doors. And I hate hearing that shops are closing. We just had a shop close in Florida called Kingdom of Comics. I've been to that shop before. I loved it. They closed right after Christmas, and it really pissed me off. I was like, God damn it, that was a wonderful shop. And to hear that they weren't able to keep the doors open just kind of broke my heart. So, if anything a shop can do to help keep the doors open, whether it's Whatnot, Facebook, Marketplace, eBay, I'm all for it. Should I grab my picture? No. Great decision to care of yourself and move forward. Congratulations on this. Thank you, Trade Paper Dad. Thank you. I might be heading your way here in the next week, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I remember where you're at, but I'm trying to follow the weather where it's warmer because I've been having the bus in cold weather. Diesel engines are they're tricky and stuff like that. The older diesel engines, they do better in the warmer weather, not when it's like 10 degrees. So I'm trying to go where it's warmer so I won't have too much difficulties. So you are definitely on your way to your ideal health. Cutting soda is a great start, and walking sober word. There you go. I agree, man. I agree. I feel a lot better. And the dark circles under my eyes are kind of going away. But like I said before, it's a family trait, and yeah, I'm feeling better just in general. I went on a walk today with my daughter and her boyfriend and everything. Great time. I wasn't tired at all or nothing. So kind of sounds like they told you a lot of nonsense to defend themselves. You know what? I didn't take it that way. I'm a reasonable guy, and I just bottom line they didn't want to renew. And that's fine. I can't fault them for doing it. I see it a different way, and but business is business and stuff, and I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it when I can just my glasses are crooked. When I can just move forward and keep on doing what I'm doing. So it is what it is. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to be the guy that he's not with Whatnot anymore. He's just going to go after him. That's not me at all. I've never been that guy, so I'm not going to be that at all. 12 months is up. It's good. No problem. I'll take care of business when I get home. As far as the wrap goes, shouldn't take me very long. I've got other people that want to jump on board, so thank you to them. I'm excited to bring them to you. And I got you guys, and I got the audience. I got the people that support me from day one. So that's what's that's what works for me. That's all I need. I don't need the other stuff. Any plans for a new Bueller covers like variants? No, not really. I've kind of done the variant game a little bit and stuff, and I don't know. It was neat doing it, and it doesn't mean I won't do another one down the road, but it's not really on my mind. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate that, buddy. Derek's a good friend. I went and visited him in South Dakota, and his family, wonderful family. His two kids are great. He'll watch later, okay? Appreciate that. You seem much happier on this leg of the bus tour. I am happier. I'm happier because I'm healthier, and that makes a big difference. I feel better. I have more energy to go do stuff, and I've been able to enjoy my travels, like going to a place like see that mountain over there. I'm gonna climb that effing mountain, you know, and that's pretty good. Not that I wasn't enjoying my other travels before, but I was like winded and stuff. I really enjoyed my time last year going across the country, meeting you and everyone else and stuff, you know. So I'm just able to enjoy it a little bit better right now because of my health. So that's awesome. Absolutely, Washington State SummerCon. I'll be there for sure, doing the hosting gig and having a booth and all that good stuff. Yeah, you might better wait out to hit Southwest Missouri until spring. Yes, I do follow the weather, so I mean that's what I did last year. I'll do this year as well. My good friend Hialeah Comic Bro, gonna be seeing that guy at MegaCon. How is she doing? You're talking about my daughter. My daughter is doing fantastic. Any plans on the top 10 list? Possibly. I got some ideas. You know, with being healthy, I have more energy and more drive to make more videos. And I want to make more videos. I want to make more stuff. I want to kind of go back to some of my older stuff that I did year. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. I just had a video. My very first video hit over 100,000 views. So I have one of my videos is over 100,000 views. And I want to say thank you to everyone who watched that video. And if everyone would have subscribed that watched that video, I would have had 100,000 subscribers and I would have got a little plaque. But thank you everyone who's watched that video. It was the 1,000 or the 50 comics worth $1,000 guaranteed. And I want to make more of those videos because those videos tend to last quite a bit longer than the ones that are like, hey, this is the book's coming out this week. You guys all know that after a week, those are kind of gone. But I want to make some of those other videos I've done in the past and share that. And hopefully with the new sponsors that I've been talking to, it'll make me a little bit easier to put those videos together. So with using their platform or whatnot, make my research a little bit easier to do is always nice. Summer in Pittsburgh, man. All right, we'll see what we can do. Gosh, here's no, what not question, but will you come to VA? What's is that Virginia? I'm sorry, I feel like an idiot. You know, eventually I've told this before. My goal is to hit everywhere. It's gonna take a while. I'm not in any hurry, but that's my goal. So the best thing I can say is keep track of my Instagram. That's what I update the most on where I'm going, and and where I've been. And even though I've been to some places, I'm actually going to go back to those places as well and hit other shops. Like I was in Phoenix, I hit half of Phoenix. There's a whole other half of Phoenix I want to go back to and hit that half of Phoenix for the other other shops there. So doing the egg, but yeah, are you kidding me, man? Here, I thought I was in this like tourist town, and I went and bought eggs, and I thought, oh, they're just expensive because of the tourist town, you know. And then I get out of a tourist town in the regular town. No, I was like $8. I was like, what is going on? And then I saw the news and everything. So I don't watch the news very much. God, Tank, how you doing, man? Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, this will be on there. You know, as soon as I'm done, it'll be on the YouTube. I'm trying to hit the subject of whatnot right away. As far as my future going forward and everything, and stuff. So yeah, we kind of hit that in the very beginning. We did the audio wasn't working for the first few seconds, but we got that handled. So I mean, no, not where I'm at right now. I can see a Bueller comic series down the road. The stories that can be explored. I've had publishers say that they would publish a book if I wanted to do it. Flat out said, hey, if you ever want to do a book, we'll publish it for you. So maybe. Shoot him my way, Derek. Yeah, Cowboys playing the 49ers tonight. That sounds pretty good, man. 60 to 71 there. Doesn't sound bad at all. Huron, North Carolina in June. Possibly. I'm trying to do as much on the western side of the United States this year as I can. And when I go east, I'm probably going to fly just because diesel gas is so expensive still to this point. All the other gases come down. Diesel gas is still like $5. And it's $400 for a round trip ticket from Portland to Florida. To drive from Portland to Florida, for me, it's like $3,000. So instead of $400, it's $3,000. So trying to budget my trips a little bit more accordingly. How many states have I driven through now? I would say, obviously, not Alaska or Hawaii. I think I'm at 46. I've only missed two or three. So 45 or 46. So in less than a 12-month period. So that's pretty good. The news ain't good for your peace of mind. You're going to be a Mr. International before you know it. So how many ladies a day are given their number for later? Pricks of the, yeah. There are some ladies on the road. I'll just say that. My kids watch this stuff. Will your future sponsors be comic related? Yes and no. I have some other people on board. And that's also something I didn't say in the video. I was anticipating a scenario where Whatnot wouldn't re-up. You always want to cover your bases. And I had talked to other sponsors before my contract was up and said, hey, if I don't renew or if they don't renew, I have a spot on the bus. They're all aware of me. And then we've talked and said, yeah, we would like to be a part of that. So it wasn't like I was just like up shit creek or whatnot when this happened. I had been responsible enough to say, okay, what if something does go wrong? Or what if I just don't renew? Because I was obviously had that. I didn't know for sure if I wanted to be on board with them either, to be totally honest. And so there are other people that were in line to kind of say take their spot on the bus. And I had that plan since September. And those people are, from what I understand, are still interested. They've even reached out to me since the video and said, yeah, we definitely want to do something. So, obviously, the video probably didn't paint Whatnot in a really great scenario or light. But it was just honest criticism that I ran into. And it is what it is. But as far as Whatnot itself, the app, I think it's a great tool. I think that people can use it and be successful on it and put time into it and find their audience. There's no reason why they can't. So that's kind of the way I look at it. But yeah, I took steps to replace them on the bus if they didn't want to renew and stuff like that. So I'm good to go. So I will have more comic book related sponsors, and I will have travel sponsors as well that kind of been looking at my travels. My electric bike that I've had them reach out to me, say, hey, we want to do something about your electric bike that you use on your travels, because it's kind of in the travel industry. I've had some other stuff like that. Companies reach out as well. So it's not just comic book stuff. There's other stuff down the pike or whatever. Yeah. I don't know about that. Have I been flashed on the? I don't know. I think I saw something, but I couldn't make it out. Yeah. So I just kind of looked away really quick. So do I say shiz? No, I don't. That's a good one though. Report from earlier. Consider using removable magnets next go around. They will be easier to remove, and you can switch them out as needed for special events. Um, I met this guy called Mr. Sticker, and in San Diego, and he does stickers, and he's been used all over the place. He does them full time. That's kind of his thing. Does vinyl stuff as well. I'm pretty sure he pretty much volunteered his services to me, and he actually said he'd do it for free. And I'm probably not gonna let him do it for free or whatnot, but I am gonna be contacting Mr. Sticker. I have his card, which is actually a sticker, which is great. Awesome guy. Met him and his family. He loves the bus. Been watching the videos. Fan of the show. I think through him, it's going to make it really easy for me to replace or remove or add stuff going forward. So hopefully that turns out well. Thank you, Zorro. Hey, that's my boy. That's my son, Christian Noakes. I'm going to call you as soon as I'm done with this. I've been missing you, buddy. But good kid. Got his own place, downtown Portland, 9th story, looking over the city. Awesome place. Got a new coffee table. Some cool dude bought it for him. eBay has started live, and if you're okay, if you are okay in other or counter on a non-live item, the payment is automatic off your card. You are charged without second thoughts. Oh, okay. I mean, I know that they're doing the eBay thing and the eBay Live and the selling and stuff like that. I don't want to be a seller for anything. I don't want to be a seller on any platform. I didn't want to be a seller. I'm not a seller. That's not my deal. I've sold books because I had to, because I had a bus I had to do, or something came up and I had to sell books. That's really the only time I sell books, is with it's the option I have to pay for something or make something happen. But I don't like. I don't want to, me personally, be a seller. I don't sell myself as a seller or a dealer. I've made comments throughout my whole YouTube existence or whatnot that I hate selling books. So none of that has changed. And but if that eBay Live is a good platform for people to make some money and sell books and stuff like that, then I hope it works out. I think it will. I think it's going to be pretty exciting, to be honest. You've heard of Mr. Sticker? Yeah. He's a good, really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. I was at. I was invited to a comic shop by one of the people that was there in San Diego. So I went to that shop for the day and hung out and met a bunch of. See, I'm coughing now because I start thinking about it. It is mental, to be honest. And anyway, I got to spend the day with a bunch of people that watched the show. And towards the very end, Mr. Sticker and his family showed up. And I got to meet them and talk with them and hopefully do something in the future. He loves the table. That's awesome. Mastodon, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to be a seller either unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, that's kind of, sellers are great. There's enough people selling comics. They don't need me selling comics. I like to buy comics. I like to read comics. I've sold enough in my lifetime. I'm good. But there's plenty of people out there selling. They're going to be just fine without me. So no big deal. I hope I don't have COVID. I have not had COVID. At least I don't think I have. I think I let me take that back. I think I did have it, but I was didn't have any symptoms. And especially how much traveling I've done over the last 3 years, airplanes and the bus and all the people I've met and the crowds I've been with too. So I've got my shots. I'm vaccinated and stuff like that. So I think I'm doing just fine. So anyway, I want to show you guys some books real fast. If you have any other questions about whatnot, you can feel free to ask me. I'll be honest, after this video right here, I don't have any more to say. Like I said, I'm moving onward and upward and keep on going. Thank you for whatnot for being there for the first year, making travel a little bit easier. Unfortunately, you're not going to be on board for the second and third year. It is what it is, but no problem. I'm going to make it just fine, and I'm not in a bad mood. I'm not bitter. Just didn't work out. No big deal. And moving forward, and gonna really enjoy my time this year. So, but yeah, after this video, after these questions or whatnot, I'm not gonna. I'm just moving. There's no reason looking back. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't do any good. I think I am on a video on someone's channel later this week. Comic Journey. I think we're going to be talking about whatnot. He's a whatnot seller. He sells on there all the time, and I think it's going to be a very fairly even keel stream or stuff. I've been on this channel before. We have a good time, so we'll probably talk about some other stuff. But let me show you these awesome books I got from Bird City Comics. Thank you, Bird City Comics. Thank you for inviting me into your home, cooking me dinner, and hanging out, with the family and everything. I had a blast. But all of these are Bird City Comics exclusives that they gave me, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I might keep a couple. I know I'm probably keeping the Punisher. As you guys all know, I'm a big Punisher fan. So let me show you all these ones real quick. Peach Momoko, Punisher, #1. Here is the Virgin one. I got some really good stacks. Some of these I'm not going to be able to tell you what they are. I believe that's a Predator. I don't know what issue that is. Predator. Black Cloak. I think that's just the regular cover. They get the regulars too because they sell them on their website, birdcitycomics.com. And the code BUELLER, which is the #1 used code on their website. You save 10%. I don't know what book that is, but that is from the Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt. That's an homage to one of the covers of those Spider-Man books. Look at this. This is awesome. They gave me a Gargoyles #1, the Disney VHS case. That was awesome. Creep Show, that's what that was. Thank you. Here's another Gargoyles one I got. I was a huge fan of Gargoyles. I think this is the regular issue. Or maybe it's something else. I don't know. So that's all #1s, I think. Here's Task Force Z, a DC book. Awesome looking cover. These are all available at Bird City Comics. That's a Vampirella one, I guess. Very cool. Don't know what that one is. Still cool cover. Garbage Pail Kids. Love it. Thought that was awesome. Nasty Nick. Who didn't love Garbage Pail Kids? We got Vanish. Is that Vanish? That's the Donny Cates one. I think that's what it's called. Not bad. I hate Fairyland. Not bad. Looks like another Gargoyles. Awesome. This is Book of Slaughter, or one of the spin-offs for some of the children, I think. Here is a Predator. I think this is like a ratio variant, like a 1 in 100 or something like that. So that's kind of cool. Thank you for those. I got another stack here. Not sure what this one is either. Kind of cool cover. Reminds me of the Nightbreed comic. The guy looked like that. Here is, I think this is Department of Truth. I could be wrong. Not bad at all. Here is Miles Morales. That's awesome looking. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. War of Bounty Hunter #3. Star Wars The Mandalorian number 5. Some of these have the certificate in them too. Not bad. Another Miles Morales. Different one. Venom number 1. That's not bad at all. Look at that. Cool. Yoda. I think that's Yoda number 1. Edge of Spider-Verse. Poison Ivy. I think I picked this one out. I like that one. All these Poison Ivy covers that they've done for this run, they're all really good. Even the exclusives, all that stuff. Batman Beyond. Here is Odin. This is obviously an homage to Castlevania for the video game. I believe this is Megan Hutchins, but I don't know what book that is. Megan Hutchins Cates. I don't know what book that is, though. Here is another one that I don't know what the book is. Kind of cool. Here is a Red Sonja Vampirella book. Beautiful cover. Here is I don't know what this was either, but it's got the little slipcase like the Nintendo thing. That's awesome. They do a lot of really cool books over at Bird City. They got a really good imagination of what they're trying to make some original throwback books. And I have an idea for them. I'm going to email him later today with something that crossed my mind, maybe be interested in and stuff. So I just want to show, these are a couple of books I picked up at Comic Shop. I couldn't resist. This is the Avengers one with the Disney characters. I thought that was awesome. And then because this book was delayed, or I thought canceled, I don't know where my original copy of Swamp Thing Green Hell first printing is. And so they just put out the second printing here like a year later from the first. And they're going to continue the series with 2 more books. So I just want to jump back on it. If you haven't got this first issue is like one of the best books from last year. Unfortunately, they canceled it, but they are bringing it back. They are going to finish the story. Apparently, there was some illness with the artist or something like that. So this is like a year in the making. And we're going to be getting issue 2 and 3 hopefully within the next couple months. So do yourself a favor. Go get the Swamp Thing Green Hell. Read it. It's a wonderful book. Awesome book. All right, let's see here. Nova 69, how you doing? Appreciate you jumping here. It's a 1 on 100. There you go. Bounty Hunter. Let's see. Hi, Paige. Are you here? She's not here. They're out shopping. Planet Arizona Comics. I am doing fantastic, my friend. I am doing absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed being here visiting my daughter this last week. Seems like she's putting up with me and stuff. I am parked in the driveway in my bus, so I stay out here at night, so I'm not totally encroaching on her in the house and stuff like that. So she'll put up with me for a little bit longer. But it's so nice seeing her and hanging out, and her and her boyfriend are just awesome. So really enjoy their company. Yeah, I think Bird City Comics did that one, or that was their idea. They got other ideas coming down pretty soon. It should be a lot of fun. Yeah, the one with the vendors, the Disney stuff. Swamp Thing was great. I'm so happy that they're actually finishing that series. God, I was so pissed when they didn't. I was like, what are they doing? I've been waiting and nothing. And then I hear it's canceled. And then just a month ago, they said, hey, we're going to release a second printing, reboot it almost. So working with Bird City is so cool. Yeah, I like Bird City. I'm Bird City, one of my favorite spots. I'm being honest. Like I said, invited me in their house, cooked me dinner 2 nights in a row. I've known Anthony and his wife for a while, and we did a book together with the Moon Knight. Very successful book for them, so it was great. Thank you to everyone who bought that book that made it the best-selling exclusive that they've done. And they're really good people, so I really like working with them. And they're even though I think their contract is up in a couple months, they're here for the long haul. So I want to say thank you to them, and looking forward to doing more stuff with them down the line. Jeff, hello, how are you? Enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. When are you coming to LA? I might maybe on the way back, although I think after, I don't know. I need to hit more California. I really only did San Diego just a little bit and some other places. Obviously, I want to stay where it's warm, so I need to hit LA a little bit more. So I'm thinking, God, I got Florida in March. Maybe after I get back from Florida, I think that'll be my another trip or something like that. So I'll give you a part. Hey, man, Willie, I will take you up on that. Trust me. I stayed at some wonderful people's park or driveways. Twig number one, just love the black label. Yeah, yeah. I kind of dig those. It's just that whole retroness of it. Just the memories come flooding back. Simpler times, right? Mike says that Moon Knight exclusive was not. Yeah, it was. It was a really good cover, and we really did something a little bit different, and it got some attention. And I think it's one of the best-selling exclusives for Moon Knight. Through all the people who did them and stuff. So I think we did a good job. Walt, hello. How are you? Go to Disneyland in LA. Man, I've looked at the prices to go to Disneyland. That's expensive. KO, how you doing, man? Did I say that right, KO? Hopefully you're doing it. He comments on every one of my videos. I appreciate that, my friend. Canada. Canada is on the list. I don't have a passport. I got to get one this year. Coastal Hollywood. Oh, that's awesome. Savannah, Georgia. Man, that sounds pretty good. I was at Georgia last year. I was in Georgia for I know I stopped at a few places in Georgia, and because I camped there at a Georgia Pacific campground site, and I know I hit a couple of shops in this little small town. I can't remember the name of it. And 1 in 500, it might be. I don't know. It's one of those. That's pretty cool. You haven't talked about it in a while, but what are you currently reading? Um, I'll be honest with you, my reading has fallen off, and I feel a little bad at that because I've been focusing on. Once I get kind of something in my mind and doing something, that's kind of what consumes it, and I've been focusing on trying to get healthy and do stuff like that, and it's constantly on my mind. So I'm sitting there researching like what to eat all the time, and the best way to diet and the best way to work out. So my reading focus has really been on stuff like that. I've still been buying books when I get to a comic shop. I mean, I have a whole stack of books over here that I purchased at a comic shop, I think in Phoenix, but it's all stuff that I wanted to get. I had to get some of these Spawns, um, Spawn image books. Nemesis, I wanted to read this one, so this is going to be on my list. A couple more Walking Dead. I found my book 12 for A Nice House on the Lake, so I can finish reading that. Dark Ride, finish that one up. Batman and the Joker Deadly Duel, gonna finish that one. This is a 2-issue Spawn Unwanted Violence. I'm gonna read this one, and then my other Spawn books, which I always try to find these as well. Really liking these David Mack ones that they're doing this month. I think I have all of them, or maybe there might be one left. I don't know. But so I'm still getting my books, and just the reading has been kind of on the back burner at the point, but I will get back into it. Disney is way too expensive. Yeah, because there's like 4 or 5 different parks. It's crazy. Kayo, is it Kayo? Is that right? Kayo, am I saying that right now, buddy? As you know, I don't get names right very often. If you made it to the East Coast, yeah, I mean, I was in, I was in. I go to Florida all the time. I go to Florida to visit my Florida friends and up to New York and a few places around the coast and stuff like that. So I do go there. Actual Dracula, how you doing? I was just watching the Donnie Cates interview that I did. I was showing my daughter a while back, and I remember that you asked a question from Donnie Cates. She's like, "Are you the actual Dracula?" Or something like that. That's pretty funny. Avoid. I already went to Minnesota earlier this year, which is, and I did. I avoided the winter weather, but I have kind of extended family in Minnesota, and which was great because I got to stay there for a couple of days and hang out and go swimming in their pool and everything. So definitely gonna go back. 30th anniversary in June. Congratulations. That's awesome. Any plans? Yeah, absolutely. I love the Midwest. Absolutely. Just wait till spring. Yeah, that's what I do. I follow the seasons. I said that from the very beginning when I'm traveling. I'm following the seasons. I don't want to be in Minnesota when it's wintertime. I want to be in Albuquerque or like Phoenix or Arizona during the wintertime, and I don't want to be in Arizona in the summertime. So I follow the season. That's kind of been the plan from the very beginning. Have you been reading World's Finest? I haven't. But it looks interesting. I Because I do the video, I see all the books, and everyone I've seen, I was like, it's sparking a little bug in me. So if I can be able to go back and pick some up for pretty cheap, I'll definitely try to get back there and read it. Um, DC is not one of the. I don't receive any DC digital copies to read in advance. I get Marvel and Image and Boom. I think a couple others, but I've never received digital copies of DC books, which would be kind of nice, so I can kind of get up to date on them. It's Morphin Time, Bueller. How you doing, Burke family? He's a huge Power Ranger fan. If you can't figure that out, Carlito, how you doing, man? Appreciate you jumping in here. You work at Georgia Pacific? That's awesome. God, they had a beautiful campground I went to. They just said don't go in the water because there's crocodile alligators there. I don't know, so I didn't go in the water. But yeah, the campsite was great. They even had a washer and dryer so I could do my laundry and stuff. Glad you're doing so well. Catch you later. Off on my own walk. There you go, Damien. Damien's one of my really close friends. I love the guy. My Portland comic crew went on a comic crawl yesterday, and they sent me a picture. You guys, if you're on Instagram, follow some of these guys. That you probably saw it. But man, I almost got a little teary eyed when I saw it. Because I missed them so much. That's my family right there. That's my local, you know, bunch of people. John, Damien, Jen, Bob, a few others there. Eric was there. Steve was there. A few other guys weren't in the picture, but they were also hanging around. But I'm so looking forward to going back and hanging out with those guys and sharing my travels with them and stuff. And they're always very supportive of me, and I just love them to death. So I miss you, Damien. Looking forward to seeing you next month and sitting down and having a coffee with you and going on some walks together and stuff. So it's awesome. Steve, hello. How are you? I got it right. Okay, awesome. Jeffrey, how you doing? Another great guy. I got the chance to go and say hello to again and hang out there for a couple of times. Luther Manning, one of the original guys. uh, um, this is one of the YouTube originals that really. Thank you for one for joining me on or for being in the chat. But I'll be honest, Luther gave me so much encouragement when I first started doing this. He really kind of lit a fire under me and stuff. And I want to say thank you to Luther. I don't get enough opportunities to thank him. But Luther Manning, it's not his real name. But seriously, I'd love to hang out with you. That would be awesome. The Paul Dunn Show driveway in North Jersey, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. It's hard finding a driveway in that part of the country. Hello from New Jersey, One Shot Comics. You should watch Comics Elite video. They read every title and pick the top 10. I've watched them before. I know some of the guys there, the Comics Elite. I think they do a pretty good job. Obviously, I watch Robbie the most as far as what I want to know about the books. And I'm also a Sleepy Reader, but he's not buying new books this year. So I was watching Sleepy Reader on his weekly reviews, but he's not really doing too much of those and stuff. He has very different tastes, and so I always kind of like to hear what he's reading because he finds some pretty interesting books. Super Russ 9000 shaved his beard off. Aggressively relaxing. How you doing? Doing more time here in Georgia. Evan, I am sitting here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm visiting my daughter for the next few days. Probably heading out towards the middle of the week, maybe Friday, depending on the weather. Haven't 100% decided what direction I'm going. I'm trying to find the warmer places to go. It looks like Vegas is the best route to get back to Oregon, but we will see. So we will see what that next week holds as far as the weather-wise. Travis, how you doing? Joe, hello. Follow the season. Get your butt down here. Ooh, that sounds good. I was in courtside Arizona, man. I loved it. Man. I loved being there. And I was in California a little bit. And it was in San Diego. It was beautiful. Loved it. So. What's my favorite home cooked meal? Anything my mom makes. Anything my mom makes. Love my mom. Love her cooking. Pretty much anything that my mom makes, and honestly, anything my stepmom makes, any home cooked meal I can get from those two ladies, I'm doing all right. So they can do whatever they want. And I know my mom's cooking so well. So if she uses like a different ingredient in something, I will literally be able to tell. This is different. Drives her nuts. Jeff, let's see. When you come to Canada, trying to plan to be in Winnipeg during the first 2 weeks of August for Folklorama. Many different cultures to experience, about 40 different pavilions. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. I really want to go to Canada. Really, there's a bus life guy who his name is Cruz. I think it's Cruz. Maybe that's a dog, but he's really inspired me to do the bus life stuff. And if I got the opportunity to go up there and maybe go in his direction, because he doesn't go very far, I wouldn't mind meeting. And I've reached out to him. I think we sent a message back and forth and stuff. But that would be another reason I'd want to go to Canada. Just a dumb thank you in person. SDA, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. Ready to hit the town. Awesome, man. We'll go do karaoke together. Kmart Comics. If you come to Metro Detroit, we have a ton of great shops in the area. You can park the bus in our driveway. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. The bus is not easy to get around in a big city. So if I get the opportunity to go somewhere and then like, hey, meet up with a friend, like, hey, we'll take you around to the comic shops. Makes it a lot easier for me to get to the shops because for one, parking the bus at some of these parking spots by a comic shop are pretty hard to do when it's in the city and stuff like that. And so if I do get the opportunity for someone to kind of like, hey, we'll drive you around, I definitely take them up. Not that I'm asking you to do that. I'm just saying it's easier. I can't imagine doing a common crawl where I live. The closest LCS is an hour and a half drive. Man, that sucks, man. Yeah, that common crawl that they did in the Portland Common Crawl, I think they hit like 4 or 5 shops. I don't know for sure. Maybe some of the people hit a couple more. But if you plan it out right, you can get 10 shops in a day. Yeah, if you start in Vancouver, which is just across the river from Portland. Paul Dunn Show. I'm about 30 miles from New York. 30 minutes. 30 minutes from New York City is about 2 blocks. 30 miles, different story. Parking lot in Ainke town. Awesome, man. The legend of what's up. How you doing, Fisher Freaks? Hopefully you and the family are doing well. Some other stuff being in here. You get any gem? Yes, I did. I actually was showing my daughter some of the rocks I picked up today. I'm really looking forward to taking my son down there next year because he's a rock hound and he's gonna love it. One of the things I'm gonna work this out a little bit more, the kinks out. But when I was on Two Brothers Comics last night, I kind of mentioned this. I've said this before. The community has always been there for me. They've always been there for me from day one. They've supported me. They've encouraged me. Uh, People who no longer follow me were great. People who are jumping on board now, they're great. I appreciate everyone's time, past, present, and future. Um, I've had a lot of people say, "Hey, I want to be a part of the bus. I want to be a part of the bus. I want to do something for the bus." And a lot of people, you know, haven't sent money or bought some stuff for the bus. And that's fantastic. Um, I used to do something where I used to wear my vest, and we used to do something for super chats. Whenever somebody would do a super chat, we'd write their name on the vest. Eventually, the vest got pretty filled up or whatnot and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And it was kind of a fun thing to do, and so that way people can see their name and stuff. I want to do something similar with the bus. I think that the community um, would kind of enjoy that. So, like, I look at it this way, and I was like, okay, I was receiving like $1,000 a month from whatnot to do what I'm doing. And like I said, this is rough plans. I'm going to work more stuff out. If I can get 100 people who watch the show, who enjoy the bus, who want to contribute, out of the 25,000 people that are subscribed, and if 100 people give $10 a month on a special Patreon for the bus, that covers that price right there. And this is a true community bus. It's not tied down to some sponsor, and stuff like that. It's the community bus. So I guess you can get on and write it whatever you want. But I also want to like put your name on the bus or whatever your profile, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people don't want to use their name. I get it, but I also want to put like a little sticker on the bus of the people who are contributing. Like I said, this is something I'm going to work out next month and probably implement and see how it goes. But everyone has been so kind and generous towards me, and they really enjoy this project. And this project is about you guys. It's not about getting a big sign on the side of the bus that says whatnot. That was great, and I appreciate them doing that. But the idea about the Bueller bus was there before they jumped on board, there before the sponsors jumped on board. This is something I wanted to do, to go out and see the community, to go to your comic shops, to go to your area and hang out with you. There's a lot of people in the chat right now where I've actually gone and we've gone out to and hung out together just because I've been in your neighborhood and went and had lunch, talked for a couple hours about comics. That's special to me. That's what I want this to be all about. I don't want it to be about, I have to do this and this and this a month to hit this thing and stuff. And I wanted to be about you guys. So that you guys are the ones to support me. And I'm sorry that I maybe should have implemented this sooner. And but that's what it is. You guys, I put a post on Facebook, the year of the community. 2023 is a year of the community. And that's what you guys are. You guys are the comic book community. And I want to represent you guys the best of my ability, without being tied down to anything. And I think we can make that happen. So going forward, I'm going to make something more official and get involved. I already have a Patreon, and I'll be honest, I'm not good at that stuff, and I really haven't focused on it and everything. All the people who are still with me, I think there's about 50. Thank you so much for the support. I'll probably end up tying these together and putting more time and effort into that. And with my current sponsors, like being able to give me product, I'll be able to share that with you guys as well and pay it forward and everything. So um, I'm just looking forward to doing something different, something new, and really being more focused on the Bueller Bus is brought to you by the community, not by such and such, and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. You never know. Maybe it's a dumb idea and it doesn't work, but if it does, um, I that'd be awesome. So we'll figure something out. So let's see here. You need to ask some people on some dates, buddy. But yeah, Jeffrey's a perfect example. I was so looking forward to seeing him again. Went and hung out with him for a couple of days. He took me to a couple of his local shops. Had a great time. Had some really good pizza. The smog was a little much for me to deal with, so I probably didn't stay as long as I should have. What's up, Buck? Hello, how are you? So I feel your pain with driving a big vehicle. Yeah. It's only 20 feet, so it's not terribly bad. But driving this through downtown Chicago, that was an eye opener. Planet Arizona Comics, yeah, I'd be down for $10 a month. It's cheaper than a streaming. There you go. Thank you, Planet Arizona Comics. And like I said, to make up that amount, I'd only need 100. 100 people signed up, and with a tremendous audience, all you guys, 25,000 close to subscribe to the channel. I think that's doable, and I don't know if I would cap it at 100 if people still wanted to do it, but I'm just saying that's how much it would take to recoup that cost and stuff. Thank you, Spiderweb. I appreciate that. Smog here sucks. Yeah, it's a little rough. But anyway, I've been on here about an hour. I think my daughter should be back here pretty soon. I think we're gonna watch the game, and I think she's cooking some burgers. I gotta be careful on what I'm eating. I watch what I eat, so I still eat the good stuff, just not as much. It's really important. But seriously, thanks everyone for watching. The first part of this video, we kind of talked about the whatnot. Like I said at the beginning, moving on. It is what it is. I don't think I'm going to be doing any business with them. I don't have any desire to. It's just a part of my life. It's over in it right now after 12 months. I'm happy it happened. I don't have any regrets. That's not the way to live life. And I wish them nothing but success. And thank you for the opportunity. But we're just going to keep on rolling and rocking in 2023 and take no prisoners, lose some weight, get in shape, and keep on seeing America. So that's what it's all about. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I will see you guys soon. And thank you, Fight, the good fight. Appreciate that. Let's go, Cowboys. Will we be getting another exclusive with Cassandra Peterson? You're the best for this community. Thank you so much. Don't know, but that'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. All right, everyone. Appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to live your best life. And community first, 2023. And it's going to be a fun fifth year because the fifth year starts in February. And I got a lot of really cool things planned. And it's going to be a good time. And you guys are going to be well represented. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to do so. So, all right, everyone. Appreciate you. Take care. Later.